Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back to Mindless Prattle. We're going to talk to you about stuff and things, and hopefully your ears like it. I'm Ripley, that's Jordan, and this thing on the ground is Chipmunk. Okay, so
We're in episode 146. It's important to me that the numbers are there.
146 episode, yes.
I don't know that that's the title yet, but okay. I made snowflakes. That was the end of that thought. I just happened to have them. I also made boxes that I'm not happy with. But I'll make different boxes that I probably also won't be happy with. Anyway, you had a thought.
Yes. So you're not like chronically online like I am, right? But
Okay.
and when we're recording this event will have passed, a few weeks from ago. So like it's kind of old news at this point.
Is that how recording works?
But so several people in New York posted on like TikTok saying that, making jokes like, oh, one of the best things about living in New York is watching Joe Jonas try to parallel park for like 7 minutes. And several people uploaded it, right? But everybody from like people, celebrities, brands started coming out and making jokes. And it's so funny. He's kind of like been okay with it. He's been like on the joke, not kind of saying terrible things, but
I mean, you got to get that practice in. Parallel parking is stupid.
I was hoping that this would have like one of the comments, because I've seen the videos on TikTok. Like I've seen the comments. Oh, here it is. I have my computer muted anyway, so I think this is fine.
Okay.
But he posted a video saying, well, the brands that haven't created a video do, like this, basically. And the Hilton said, we don't judge, but we do valet. Toyota said, hang on a sec, we're parallel parking. My personal favorite was Coca-Cola going, what parallel parking video? And then they have an emoji like, I'll just show you.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. Like, what parallel parking video? And then some Disney on Ice said, it's okay, King. Parallel parking is really hard.
Disney on Ice said that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
First Aid Beauty replied, it's okay to be a passenger, Princess Joe.
I'm watching the video right now, and like the person filming is like 10 feet away from the window. Like, go up to the window.
Yeah, well,
you're gonna film, do it right.
There's a few different POVs I've seen. There's like people who have recorded it from on the street. That's why I remembered it, because I saw that video of someone on the street recording it. And I just feel like it should never take longer than like 2 minutes maybe to parallel park.
2 minutes?
Yeah, like
that's
max.
A crazy amount of time.
Like that's a lot of time, right? But like, if you're trying to be careful, you're cautious, you're not comfortable doing it. But like,
there's only
even I can parallel park.
I can parallel park. It probably takes me under a minute.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'd say about like 45 seconds.
Unless there's circumstances, right? Like if it's snowy or ice on the ground, I'm gonna go slower because cars will drift. If you're on a hill, especially, fuck parking on a hill. Like that sucks. But from the video, it looks like it was maybe wet outside, but also like just a flat street where there were no cars passing by. So like,
I feel like as a celebrity, you probably don't drive a lot. And I do know that Joe Jonas used to live in the UK because he was married to Sophie Turner, who played
even then
in the Game of Thrones. So.
Even then, parallel parking is just not great anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I did it a few times in Austin.
I'll do it if
like
I
downtown,
need to, but if it's an extra like 40-second walk, that's the same 40 seconds that I'd be parking, so I'll just drive and park somewhere else real quick.
Yeah, it's like my last option, I can parallel park, especially with cameras on your cars these days. Makes it a lot easier.
Now, if you're in like a truck, unless you're getting like the end spot where you only got to worry about one vehicle, I'm not parallel parking in a truck.
I don't like trucks in general.
Well, what are you gonna do when we get the truck?
I guess I'll learn, but like big trucks are scary to me.
It's a normal size truck.
I've never driven a regular truck.
Well, I don't have like a special needs truck. I just want like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You okay?
You're the worst. Oh my god. It's not like we're gonna have money for a truck anytime soon, so like it's fine.
What do you mean? Why can't I have truck money?
Where are you going to get truck money?
How about from your college tuition?
I thought you said you didn't want to spend the money on a truck right now.
I don't. Nobody wants to have a car payment, but if it means truck,
sell my car.
sell your car. You never did the math with me on your car.
Yeah, no, we got to talk about all those things today.
I know.
So.
All right, what a hard turn to depression that was.
My brain went like, whoa.
We barely mentioned math and talking to each other, and she's like, "Oh God, the day is ruined."
I get so scared, and I don't know why. I'm not scared of you. I love you. You're my husband.
Okay, sure,
you're my best friend, and
tell that to the scared person that I see every time I yell "boo" out of the dark.
Well, stop scaring me.
I see. Now the tables are turning.
How the turn tables.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to finish talking about
Joe Jonas?
No.
Oh.
About your incorrect colored snowflakes?
The snowflakes are the correct color. So, with my 3D printer, I've been buying the same brand of white plastic for a while, right? And so this past like 2 weeks ago, I want to say, I had the idea of doing some stuff for my coworkers for Christmas. So I wanted to print out some little gift boxes and things like that. Well, one of the colors that I needed was a lot of white, and I was running out. So I went back to the same website, bought more of the same white, and it showed up. And yesterday, I was printing it out. I printed out a bunch of these snowflakes, right? They look fine. And then I was printing out these boxes to put little things inside, and they got little snowflakes on the side there, right? And I don't know if you can see it on that one. Here, show it to your people. But you can see right on the inside, you can see it a little better. You can see when I transitioned over to... You're terrible.
I can't see.
Like right there. You can see like right there, there's a line from the old color to the new color. Apparently, the color is different, and it's not the same white. It's like a matte white instead of this bright white that I've been ordering, apparently. And I was so upset at this company for changing their white. How dare they?
How dare they?
And then I went on the website to prove my point to my wife. And then I read the website, and I had ordered white instead of bright white, as I had apparently previously been doing. So really, I am the dumb one for not reading that the word bright was absent when clicking buy now.
I don't think they look terrible. They are different, but they're not bad.
No, they're not going to make me happy, but...
You're giving people gift cards. I don't think they get to complain about the color of your print.
I mean, I'll complain. I gotta fix them still. I gotta sand some down, do some other stuff. We need to go to the store after this. It's a whole thing.
Okay. I would like to talk about Taylor Swift. For 2 reasons. Hey, put your headphones back on. Talk to me.
Like we're not in the same room.
So 2 things. One, she did like an interview. I think it was Jimmy Fallon. I get the late night show people mixed up, but I think it was Jimmy Fallon. But she was on this show, and I was listening and watching some clips on TikTok, and it became very apparent how frequently she says the word like as a filler word. And a
lot of people have trended towards that recently. I don't know if you just in general listening to people speak, like is used a lot, especially when we were watching, what was it, Love Island? Mm-hmm. It was like every other word.
Yeah.
See, I just used it.
I use it too, but I just found it so interesting. You know, she's like the world's biggest pop star.
Now you're thinking about it because you
Yeah,
just
no,
used it
it's like
twice.
you become so hyper aware of it once you start talking about it, right? But I don't feel like I'm that bad, you know? I could be worse. I could be better. I could be better. I'm thinking about it way too much now. And I'm like,
You've used it in almost every sentence you've used.
but Taylor Swift is known for her lyricism and all this sort of stuff. And
You're an author.
I'm not the world's biggest pop star. She uses the word like a lot. But I also saw clips online where people were saying that they thought she took like a gummy or something before the interview because some of her answers and the way she rambles, people were insinuating that maybe she was high. And then I realized that I need to motivate myself more and give myself less excuses.
Correct.
Because I've had this thought for a while, like Taylor Swift, there's no excuses for Taylor Swift. She said, and she's got a new documentary out, and I'm going to watch it, but I've only seen clips. But she talks about how when she started the Eras tour, she decided, you know, I'm not missing a show. Like canceling a show is not an option. And she performed twice with the stomach flu. She performed through like heat and things like that. But what really got me is there was a concert. This is a little depressing. Sorry. There's this
Not
like
on this podcast when you talk.
there was a Taylor Swift dance party where in England, I believe it was, where these little girls were murdered basically by a deranged person. And Taylor Swift did a special meetup with like the family's victims and stuff like that. And in this clip, you just watch her. She's sobbing in the back. And then, you know, she's like, I got to clean myself up. I got to like greet these families. I can't act like this. And she just turns into a totally different person. And like her complete personality change and just being there for these kids and these families. And then it shows her like after walking out and immediately crying again as soon as she's away from them. And I was just like, damn, like Taylor Swift's out here doing shit like this. And I'm like, I don't write consistently or I don't do things that I should. And
I have often said you give up too easily.
Yeah, I do. I should probably talk about it in therapy, but
You can talk about it wherever you would like.
I think I know where it comes from.
Ecuador.
No, so I had the type of family where if you weren't like perfect, you know, it didn't count. So like if I got a B on a math test and I was really proud because I struggled, my parents were like, why didn't you get an A? So I think that I learned that effort just doesn't really matter because the end result is going to be the same, you know, like why didn't you do better?
The end result is not the same.
I'm realizing that.
What?
Yeah, like
I
I
can
can,
half-assed effort, you get a half-assed result. That's what it is.
you know, like you learn and you put effort into things. And I don't want to get too sad about it, but I have thought about when I was a kid, for example, in like middle school, you know, Microsoft Movie Editor was the shit. Love that. I miss that video editor. Microsoft, please bring it back. It was the best thing I've ever used in my life. So simple, so easy, and it was free. But I used to make lyric videos on YouTube for like my favorite bands. And I kind of regret it because I ended up deleting a bunch of them that had thousands of views because I was embarrassed. But middle school me was just like, yeah, I'm going to try stuff and I'm going to learn how to do this because I want to. And like, I don't know when I learned to just give up and like stop. But
That's what I'm doing with these like 3D prints and stuff. I'm not consistent at like using the design software, but I'll keep trying at it and seeing what works and what doesn't.
yeah.
You know?
So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about lately. Like if Taylor Swift can do it, so can I.
That one of your New Year's things? Give up less?
Yeah, I'm going to probably phrase it nicer than that. But I have several New Year's goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can save those for episode 150.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 150 comes out like...
Yeah, I got to like write them down anyways.
Got it.
I want to be more consistent about journaling this year and like setting up my schedule.
Go immediately from
I'm
not going to tell you to. Here's one of them.
Not like that, but so I need to start, you know, making sure I write down these goals because my memory is shit. We all know.
Oh, yeah, I've had a running Word doc on my computer for all my New Year's resolutions
Really?
for like 3 years. Yeah.
Have you always hit them?
No, I the first year I only hit like 30% of them. The second year I hit about 50. This past year I hit I think like 60% of them. But I'm making progress on them.
I had little expectations for myself this year. I had like 2 goals and I accomplished both of them.
No.
So, like today is my graduation, the day we're recording this. I'm officially college educated. I should show you my degree. I think they're going to send like the physical copy, but they also provided an online digital copy that has like a special thing on it so that people know it's the
some watermark or seal.
Yeah,
or
you know, it's like
certified.
Kind it said there was some sort of like digital like I don't know. It was cool. It was something I haven't seen before.
Okay.
But so I have that official copy, and then it let me put it on my LinkedIn as an official cred too, like a verified credit.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably fix my LinkedIn, but
Probably.
I haven't really changed it for years. Like my background photo is a photo I made of my favorite quote from Divergent.
I haven't updated mine either in years, and every week or whatever, it's like you got looked at 4 times. I'm like, wow, thanks for the email.
I know.
It's so helpful.
You know, it is concerning the amount of men that add me on LinkedIn to hook up.
Ugh.
Like, this is not what this site is for.
You have such great expertise.
It's like I only accept people who have connections with me or people that I know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But LinkedIn, I feel like it's kind of worthless, but some of the older generation still likes it because it's like, it feels like boomer social media. I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Did you, have you looked at the winners for the Game Awards this year?
I actually have it pulled up. I don't know who won, but I wanted to see what new games were out.
I'm talking about who won categories.
I do know that Expedition 33 apparently like swept the Game Awards pretty much.
Up.
And you know, I'm happy for them because what's her name? It's like Ashley something who played Shadowheart. Jennifer English.
Ashley.
I think I was thinking English Ashley for some reason. She won a bunch of awards. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
So Expedition 33 won Game of the Year. It beat out Death Stranding 2, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Donkey Kong Bonanza was in the running, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I thought Kingdom Come was going to be a close
One of these
second.
things is not like the others.
But Expedition 33 won Game of the Year. It won Best Game Direction. It won Best Narrative. Let's see, what else did it win? It won Best Art Direction. It won Best Music and Score, which I agree on that.
Yeah, I didn't play it, but I did hear the music when you played it, and it was pretty nice.
And then Best Audio Design went to Battlefield 6. I was playing Battlefield 6 probably last week. It is very good sound design in there.
Yeah, I did see some people upset about that, but I don't know who else was in the running. I did. People on Reddit were saying that no, they didn't think Expedition 33 should have got it, but they didn't think Battlefield should have gotten it. But I don't.
For the audio.
I don't know enough about any. I honestly don't really play a lot of popular brand new games. Like I'm playing Hello Kitty Adventure.
Best audio design is recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. So it's outside of the music and score, the sounds themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So like that'd be all of like the interactive sounds, like the sound effects, things like that. Now, like Clear Obscure, Expedition 33 has those sounds, but I don't think that they were unique or like crisp enough to push it past Battlefield. Like Battlefield, even if you're going into like a firing range or something, it feels like it sounds like you're holding those weapons. Like you can hear little clinks and it sounds like they recorded ASMR for weapons. Honestly, like they recorded.
You would be the expert on that. So
even like in the game, like if you have headphones on, you can hear directions very clearly of like where sounds are coming from, like gunshots or explosions. And a lot of FPS games struggle with directionality and the loudness of firearms and things like that. And it's very clear in Battlefield 6 that they put a lot of effort into it. So I think it deserves that.
Nice.
I haven't played a lot of the other games outside of that. So like Silent Hill F was in the running, Death Stranding 2 was in the running, Expedition 33, and Ghost of Yotai. I've only played a few of them, but from the ones that I've played and just from listening to you playing Silent Hill, I think Battlefield should have won that. And
Yeah, I
think it
really
was
like the
deserved.
sound in Silent Hill F, but it's pretty standard for a horror game, you know?
Mhm.
The song that's in it, I think is probably it's got this like intro outro song that plays occasionally. I think that is so beautiful. But other than that, it's a horror game. Horror games typically don't win awards, and a lot of like sound is expected of a horror game, you know? Like it really contributes to the experience, like listening to where enemies are or like when creepy things happen.
Yeah,
So I
and
don't think it's something that's like going to win an award.
I don't see a lot of horror games with a lot of score, like music in it, like sound effect music. Yeah.
I should send you the song for
Oh,
Silent Hill F, because I did look up the lyrics and I was like, bro, it tells you the whole story of this game pretty much.
I'm going through the winners right now, and apparently innovation in accessibility was won by Doom: The Dark Ages. It's recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by wider audiences. It's usually given to a Microsoft studio because Microsoft is very big on creating like unique or individual like ways to play games, like say controller wise.
Yeah, I think we actually played with some of their accessibility things at that park that we took the kids and my sister and them to. And I think it's really cool because gaming is such an easy way to expand your life. And like, I imagine for a lot of disabled people or disabled children that like playing video games is probably one of the only escapes you have, especially if there's not a lot of mobility that you have.
Yeah, yeah. If you can't go out and do other hobbies and like you're like, I don't have the dexterity to crochet, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, I don't know. I've grown up playing video games, but they help my dexterity. Like they've helped my mental health. They've helped me with my logic skills and stuff. I used to play Guitar Hero, and I've played games that have you up and moving, you know? Like there's a lot you can do in video games. What were you going to
say? Games for Impact was won by South of Midnight. South of Midnight was the one that I showed you that I thought you might like.
The Southern horror gothic thing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Louisiana, like the paranormal one.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to play that.
It looks good. You can jump on it if you want. Best ongoing, No Man's Sky. They did a lot of updates and a lot of cool stuff.
I feel like they've won this award before, right?
I think they won like best continuing support or something like that.
I really appreciate what No Man's Sky has done because I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember. But
when it launched,
the launch was not what was promised. People were really upset, but they've kept working on it, and I've heard it's a really good game. What's up there?
Dude, all the sugar was at the bottom of this coffee.
I stirred it so
I just got hit with like a ton of it. I was like, whoa.
I'm so sorry. I stirred it so much, and it felt like it was all dissolved. But I used brown sugar, so it's a little bit more difficult.
Oh yeah.
I did see people were upset about Resident Evil Requiem. Because the developers of the game specifically said that, you know, Leon Kennedy's story is over. We're not doing that anymore. Like, we've got this new character who can't punch boulders like Chris Redfield. Like, she's just a normal person. And then yesterday they announced that they're bringing back Leon. He's a playable character, and he has a chainsaw.
Oh,
and though I love Daddy S. Kennedy,
I don't know enough about the series to...
So there's just a lot of jokes because originally the concept of survival horror, you know, you can't, there's not much you can do to fight back. Like you can shoot them and stuff, but you're not really going to win. But slowly as the series has evolved, like Leon Kennedy has survived everything, even when he shouldn't. He's invincible, you know?
I feel like there needs to be a balance. I personally am not a fan of games where it feels like you can't win and you're just like walking through it and you're like, okay, cool. I
struggled with Outlast because of that.
Like, all right, yeah, we got to the end and then you died and you're like, all right, cool. Why didn't I just give up at the beginning then? Like, why did I go through all these challenges and puzzles and events?
That's how I feel about scary movies. And I actually, so I'm in a horror movie subreddit and they voted what everybody's like least favorite movies were. And a movie I voted for was on the list because there's this movie called The Open House. It had Dylan O'Brien in it when he was a little younger. And the ending is so depressing, so bleak. Like you watch these people struggle to survive the whole movie and then they both die. and it just ends with you watching this like fucking like 14, 15-year-old die in the snow. And it's like one of the most awful feelings I've experienced watching a movie, actually. I was like, I don't, it made me angry. Like every time I talk about it, I get like physically upset. But that's what that reminded me of. I was like, bro. But so with Resident Evil, it was supposed to be a turn in the series. Like the protagonist was described as, you know, she's a little weaker. Like you have to be a little smarter when you're fighting back against the monsters, and they're not going to be, it's going to be more hardcore. There's no safe areas. And, you know, she can't just survive getting her hand cut off and heal it back like Ethan Winters. And I wasn't really going to play it anyways, because the concept of not being able to save is not for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I liked the way Alien Isolation did it, where if you saved and the alien was near you, the RNG would actually load somewhere else when you loaded back in.
Yeah, it puts you somewhere, or put them somewhere.
But I don't know. I have trouble playing scary games much more than I used to. I get scared more easily.
Have you heard of the Midnight Walk?
That sounds familiar, but no, what is it?
It won Best VR Game. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I'm looking through.
I haven't played a lot of VR because it's like such a pain in the ass to move the table and set everything up.
Best Action Game was Hades 2. Action Adventure was Silk Song.
This would just be everything announced, but then it's like, I can't read.
RPGs, Clair Obscure, Fighting. Fighting was Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. I've never even heard of that. Best Family Game. All right, there you go, Donkey Kong. You didn't get Game of the Year, but you got Best Family Game.
That's in tracks.
In tracks. Best Sim was Final Fantasy Tactics.
Final Fantasy stays putting out games, though.
Mm-hmm. Best Sports Game. Guess what won Best Sports?
FIFA?
Nope. FIFA, F1 FIFA is on? Is it on?
I don't know. I don't play sports games. I'm like, I know there's 2K. I know there's FIFA. I know there's...
That's why I'm asking you, because the game that won Best Sports Game this year, Mario Kart World. Best Sport.
Is it like a Switch game where you get up and stuff, or?
No, it's Mario Kart.
Like just regular Mario Kart?
Yeah, but World.
Okay.
Best multiplayer was Arc Raiders. Oh, good. I'm glad they won something. That's a great game. It's not for everyone, but it's great.
It sounds like a really fun game when you're playing it. I would be awful at it, so I choose not to play it.
Best adaptation was The Last of Us Season 2.
Didn't watch it. It made a lot of people angry.
I don't know how the Minecraft movie made it onto this list, but okay.
Because kids.
Yeah. Most anticipated game, GTA 6. All right.
I'm going to get GTA 6 before the next Elder Scrolls.
Content creator of the year is Moist Critical? I don't know who that is.
I don't really watch anything like
that. Yeah, I don't know who they are. Best esports game is still Counter-Strike 2. Dude, I don't know.
Is Counter-Strike esports?
Mm-hmm. Counter-Strike? Yeah, they have a big esports following.
It looks like there's going to be a new Star Wars game. I have some of them, but I haven't played them. But I think I'd really like it. Oh, also there's an Expedition 33 announced a new DLC as well at the Game Awards, apparently. So that's out now if you want to play it. Did you see the announcement for Divinity?
No.
So it's another game from Larian Studios, so the people who made Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. But they said it's a reveal for Divinity, the new Divinity game, which is just going to be called Divinity. But they said the studio's calling it its biggest game ever and was introduced with a very brutal trailer that you can watch.
Divinity. Isn't that already a series?
Yeah, like Divinity Original Sin, I think. I haven't played it before, so but Baldur's Gate 3 was my first Baldur's Gate game. So
this one's just called Divinity.
Yeah, so this is Divinity. Okay. I will probably watch the trailer after we're done recording.
Man, eventually I'll make it to Act 3 of Baldur's Gate. I'm just saying.
No, I know. Okay, I I keep thinking like I want to retry it because I want to romance Astarion, but I messed it up in my game because I didn't know you had to long rest in this specific place to get the cutscene. So he broke up with me in Act 3 and I stopped playing.
Oof.
Plus, it was on my old computer. So
Yeah. I think that'd be one of the best like powers to have would be just to freeze time, just so I could play all my backlog of games and be like, there's no pressure. Let me play through these. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's why like people. I think it's an introvert extrovert thing, but people be like, "Oh, I couldn't survive in a zombie apocalypse or like do any of this stuff," and I'm like, I could honestly be alone for like ever. Like I just play video games, you know?
Yeah, like eventually, if I'm not aging or whatever, eventually I'll run out of games. I guess I'll go outside. But I mean, you know.
I mean, you could spend thousands of years playing those games though.
Yeah, I have a lot of games.
Just in general, like you could, if you played every single game in the world too, it's like.
Yeah, but I have to go outside to find some of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we
take
went
us
a
out
little
of
bit
here.
over time, but give us the outro and the title.
Mindless Game Awards.
You always have a question mark.
Mindless Game Awards.
She spent that time reflecting on what a question mark was.
You gotta figure out how to say it, right?
Oh, yeah. Couldn't just say it.
Well, this has been a great time talking with y'all. I'm Ripley, that's Jordan, and we're your hosts of Mindless Prattle. What is this, episode 146?
It is.
146. Woo! We hope you are enjoying our episodes coming out every single day because we have been having fun recording them. I'm so good at speaking. But we had a great day. We hope you did too. And goodbye.